So this is my semi-final with username Will. The last match is kind of cool, so I thought I'd do a bit of a crappy narration. I lead off with Azu. His team was apparently a little bit weak to Basti, but I had a Vig, so I wasn't going to lead Basti just in case he did, the usual kind of Vig as a lead thing. Chose Azu just as a general all-round tank, likely to do a bit of neutral damage if nothing else, and he wasn't overloaded with grass or electric, so it was pretty safe, especially considering I knew for a fact he'd be bringing Vig once he saw Basti on my team. Kind of tanking a little bit here, probably more than I should, knowing that he is also likely to bring Umbreon because he's seen the Cress on my team. Although Basti will take care of Umbreon, the play rough would have been a big help too. More bug bullshit. Here I'm about to be massively caught with my pants down. I'm unable to do anything. I'm trying to switch out, clicking, I can't fire off my charge or switch, and his Vig just goes to town, murderizing the Basti, which is exactly what I didn't want to happen. I do switch out and kind of get into another tank fight here. It's not going exactly to plan. I knew beforehand it would likely just be a kind of slugging match, and a lot would come down to shielding, but I had hoped for my Basti to do a lot of work and to kind of work around his Vig, and yeah, I've basically already come afoul of that. Go away. Stop ringing me. Okay. So here I come, trying to get farm a bit more energy. He brings the Vig out, obviously. Pretty happy to tank this, except that it's Bulldoze. I was expecting Brick Break. Don't know why. It's a crappy move, generally best used when your opponent is double weak. I just haven't faced any Vigs, really. This is probably my first one. Yeah, glaring oversight. Lost me the match. Amongst, with all my other mistakes there. So I swap up, lead with Basti this time, kind of assuming that he won't expect it. I actually get to switch out, which is great. Now I've got him in a favourable kind of matchup, in the sense that my main objective here is really just to take his Vig off the table. If I can do that, then everything else sort of comes into place. Although again, having not fought Vigs before, that body spam just hurts. It's sufficiently taken care of at this point. Again, was that the best use of a shield? Probably not, but I am keeping it for Umbreon, so I'm just preserving that energy by using the shield. Now, using it here on the Scum, sure. I've got Basti, which is going to take care of Scum pretty easily, but why not? I love seeing Sky attack on a Basti. Amazing. Yeah. switches out obviously, and it's just a big tank slugfest now, but on much more favourable terms. I know his Skarm's pretty weak, and Basti will do a pretty good job here. I'm happy to use a shield. Yeah, foul plays really start adding up. I haven't ever really fought, done a proper slugfest like this, Basti versus Umbreon. But yeah, it works out okay. And it just leads into Skarm versus Skarm, and with the health deficit, looking pretty confident here. He's still got a shield up his sleeve, but I think the damage is a little bit too much. Hard to recover. I know here that all I really need to do is one more sky attack, and I've made up for losing the first round. Now, the third round is going to be interesting. It's basically same on again. Like we're both exploiting each other's weakness as well. I think I'm obviously a lot more scared of the Vig, and switch out, kind of assuming that he's going to anticipate leading with Basti again. Here, I possibly could switch out earlier. I'm leaving a lot of time between switches, which, if I was caught unfavourably, would let a lot of damage happen. And I just missed the switch there before the charge, so I use a shield just to maintain that sky attack. Not ideal. Obviously, this is a much better situation here. Now, I guess I'm baiting a shield here, which works successfully. I save that energy, and I can unleash it here. So we're both one shield now, and he's trying to bait me here, and I just can't do it. Not with, still 3 mon on the table. Again, another ice beam, and it's as much luck as anything that I don't take that. And I'm very lucky here. Although it doesn't show in the video, I've just managed to bait him there. And it's performed its function. I've kind of taken that shield, so I don't mind taking the L there. Here, basically using this for a little bit of energy farming. He's going to switch out, but it was a safe switch in, unless there was another bug. But that's great. I come straight in. I've got a sky attack charged, and that is a very pivotal point. I largely get to take Vig off the table, which is what I want to do. Obviously, that's a decent use of a shield there. Didn't quite realise that he had another one banked up, which is a shame. And here I am. It's a little bit scary. He's got 3 mon, I've got 1, and he can bulldoze at any time. There's nothing I can do, and thankfully it's body slam. And I just managed to run through the bases. Oh, this was so tense. I so thought I'd lost it. Oh, and he just gets a last move off. Almost nothing in it. Yeah, fantastic. Super fun match. Good playing on his behalf.